get right into it. We'll probably have a couple of people join a bit late, but that's okay. So the first couple questions, bit of a shorter meeting today, but the first couple questions will be directly for Zimtu. So the first one is, I'm a shareholder in Zimtu, and my question is, how do you intend to match the value of the shares to the intrinsic value of Zimtu Capital?
So first of all, a little explanation of what that question means. And I believe the gentleman is referring to the net asset value of all the stock we hold compared to the number of shares that are out. Scott Rose always does a calculation for me once a week, basically to say how far behind we are in terms of that difference. At the moment, there's about an 80-cent value of shares that we hold in other companies based on the close of business a couple days ago. So that would be on their last trade price, which gives you somewhat of an indication of where we're going. But I think the gentleman is referring to that spread. At the moment, in the current market and COVID conditions, I'm not too concerned about that. I'm quite focused on where we've been doing very well of late, is in the company creation and the new deal opportunities. That part of our business creates large share positions for Zimtu in those respective companies, and therefore allows us to focus on marketing them, which is certainly a big part of what Zimtu does. And I think that as the market, we come out of the COVID, the market turns around a little bit, you'll see a dramatic rise in all of those holdings we have. That should help increase the share price of Zimtu. That's kind of the overall plan.
Okay, great. So this question, I guess the next one will be pretty similar, but I'll give it to you anyways. Why are the company's shares not reflected in the intrinsic value or the share value? Is there only one risk left for me as a shareholder? How do you generate performance for shareholders?
So basically, most of that question was the same as the first question, so I've already answered that once. And the last line was what? Oh.
How do you generate performance for shareholders?
Well, Zimtu will continue to be a strong marketing force, both for its individual member companies and for itself. We're just going to continue that program until it catches on a bit more.
Okay, great. Now the last question here for Zimtu. I've been considering investment in Zimtu and or Pine Tree Capital. Pine Tree has a market capital at 79.5% of fair market value of assets. How does Zimtu compare? Can we answer that question?
What was the last line? What was the percentage thing?
79.5% of fair market value of assets.
Now,
I know Scott was handling this question as well.
Yeah. So this is Scott here. Right now, Zimtu has a 28% of market value on its price.
Okay, great. So that answers it directly. So, great.
It's a lot more attractive than Pine Tree.
Now, Scotty. One of my company policies is that we don't try and promote based on degrading somebody else's. Scott came very close to the line there. So I was just pointing that out.